I just got this in this morning. It's a cordless ratchet from VTEK. Something that I was interested in for a while, but as always, you're looking for some sort of justification. Not wanting to spend a ridiculous amount of money on a tool that won't be used steadily. Looking for some value for your dollar. And I came up with this one on Amazon. And price point was plenty good enough. It was originally listed for about $80. It was on sale for 5% off, but what caught my eye was a $25 coupon. Now, I'm a little bit of a pushover for a $50 price point. Somehow I find justification in that number, especially when you're saving a decent amount of money in the process. And when you have a tool like this that shows up at the door for just a hair over $50, it's worth giving it a try. Now, another thing interesting was I purchased this yesterday afternoon, and the shipping mentioned something about evening shipping, and that I would receive it between about 4 o'clock and 8 o'clock in the morning, which I thought was very unusual. And sure enough, this was sitting on my front porch at 4:30 a.m. I don't know. Amazon never ceases to amaze me. So let's take a look at this tool. It's not too bad looking. One of the things that caught my eye is that the batteries are a 2 amp hour, 16.8 volts. Most of the tools in this design range are 12 volt, and they're still supposed to be about 2 amp hour. In fact, this was 16.8. I don't, gave me a feeling that you might be getting a little extra power. Came with a little selection of sockets and a socket adapter for 1/4 inch. Let's see. Put them back there. It has 2 batteries. It has a nice rapid charger. Came with it. Now, one thing I would like to check is the initial state of the batteries. So let's give that a check. We're in DC, 20 volt range. Grab one of these batteries. .64 volts. It's down a little bit, not too bad. And this one is coming in at 15.63 volts, right about the same. So that's not too bad. And let's see. Now this does have a safety switch on the bottom so you can't accidentally pull the trigger. We'll unlock that. In this little window, it actually has a battery indicator. And I believe that is showing full power because I'm getting all the lights lit up. And that is something I was curious about. The write-up did not indicate variable speed, and apparently it's not. Seems as though we're on or we're off. So that might be a factor in your decision making. It does have an LED. Switches directions easy enough. So, looking forward to putting this to the test. The manual that comes with it is in easy to read English. And I was double checking the battery indicator, and sure enough, red, yellow, and green light on, 70 to 100% battery. And that's what we're seeing. If we see only the red and yellow light, 30 to 70, red light, time for a recharge. Easy enough. And then it also has the charging indicators for the charging station. So far, my first impression is, for the money, well worth it. Comes in a nice case, good protection, 2 batteries, nice charging base, handful of common sockets. They're all metric. Here's your 10 millimeter, which will typically see a lot of action. And of course the socket adapter down to 1/4 inch. The unit itself seems to be made nice. Has the rubber grip, little extra traction. The weight feel, it's not too bad. Nice slender head on it. Should provide decent clearance. So, pretty good first impression. Alright, let's give this a try. Get this battery strap back on. Alright, that was no effort. That was nice and easy. Strap is secure. Open up the air box, change the air filter. Here's a good test for the cordless ratchet. This drain plug torques to 30 foot-pounds when you install it. You know they always tighten up a little bit more. It's time to take it off. So let's see what happens. Well, it didn't quite break it loose itself, but all considered, very little effort by hand assisting it. It came right loose, so I think it was close. Okay, let's see how it works in this direction. We'll put the drain plug back in with the cordless ratchet, and then I'll double check it with the torque wrench. Alright, bottomed out. Torque wrench set for 40 foot-pounds. Power ratchet will make quick work of a lot of your assembly projects. Handy tool. Well, as you might have guessed, I plan to keep this VTEK cordless ratchet. Making a quick modification to my case. I used just a regular gasket punch and burrowed some holes around this edge to place the sockets, and that leaves a nice, secure, easy access location for them. Otherwise they would have been just rattling around in a plastic bag that they came in. As for the tool itself, for the price point, especially getting a good discount on it, well worth it. If I was going to be spending $100 or more on a tool like this, I definitely would have expected variable speed. But that being said, the few times I've tried this around, I was quickly seeing the benefit of a powered ratchet. There's been too many times in the past where you get into a location where the swing only allows maybe a couple of clicks to a ratchet swing, and it seems to take forever to get a nut off or a bolt out of a hole, where you could sneak in with something like this and zing it out in a heartbeat. It really, it's a time saver. Torque wise, I mean, free spinning. It broke normal bolts loose. I tried it for the fun of it on oil pan bolt, which has a mounting torque that's a little less than this rated torque. But as we know, oil pan bolts do seem to tighten up after time, and it took a little extra assistance to break the nut loose. Then it spun free, but it was just experimenting around. I didn't have high expectations on that one. Tool is comfortable. Battery fits well. They were close to the rated voltage, 16.8 volt They were measuring 15 point something when I tested them with a meter. I was just curious if they were really that high of a voltage, and the condition of the batteries in general. And they were consistent, and they were at a slightly lower ship voltage. So lithium ion, lithium polymer, they generally don't ship at more than about 80% capacity for regulations. So I'm keeping it, not going back. It'll be a handy tool to have around. And if you're on the fence about buying one of these, just make your choice according to your workload and the type of use you'll give it. For me, it's just, I never know what my next project is going to be, so I like to have tools that are versatile. If I was to be using this in a garage, for instance, this would certainly not be my primary tool. But around the house, it'll find plenty of use. So, thanks for watching the video. Obviously, I'm not trying to sell this product. This is purchased completely out of my own pocket, but I just wanted to share my opinion of it, because there's plenty of you out there that are like me. We like having our tools, but sometimes it's a little difficult to justify them. I think it was a good purchase. So, thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please like, share. Don't forget to hit the bell for notifications, otherwise you won't know when I put out my next video. Thanks again.